Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 2, or more likely with the design of Dark Souls 2. Last time we had a look at Majula, before that we had a look at the things betwixt, and now we finally will have a look at the first, let's call it real level, the first level where the action starts. And it is going through this tunnel over here, quite hidden, and a bit weird that they've chosen a place like this to lead to the fort, to the forest. Because what area is this here? Like, I've talked about this last episode, but what is this area? What is this supposed to be? It's not really clear to me. Just looks like from a gameplay perspective I can understand why they've done this, to hide the other area, or other areas, to hide areas. They've built this. It's a tunnel system, and then they can easily unload one area and load the other area without the player knowing. But from a gameplay, from a world design perspective, what is this supposed to be? It's a very weird path. Like, just a weird stone tunnel. And then it becomes a very, very small tunnel with a gate at the end. And just darkness behind the gate. And then there's the side tunnel where it becomes a bit bigger, and then there's another gate that you can open. And close. That's such a weird design. If someone knows what this is supposed to be, please tell me. As the floodgate? Nah, makes no sense in this. Nah. That doesn't feel useful. But we also had a look at this part over here, which looks quite nice, to be honest. I like myself a nice cave over here. Main path, I guess, went this way. It just broke off. Otherwise, I don't know what these stairs are for, if there wasn't something before here. Then there's the small island in the middle with a chest, of course with a chest. Why would you put a chest down there? Then this is like level design versus world design really in place right here. What I mean by that, level design is what the player has to go through, what the player is actively going through, and it defines, in my mind, enemy placements, then the layout of the traversable map, and item placements, enemy placement, and yeah, the overall shape of the level. What paths can the player take? How do you go through these levels? Do you have to jump? Do you have to be careful? Can you be carefree? Are there traps? Are there pitfalls like here, where it's like if you do a wrong step then you're falling into the water, and of course your character can't swim, you instantly die in water. I wonder how our character is washing, or our characters are washing themselves. And from a world design perspective, how do I define world design? It is something that you build right in front of us. Someone put this island in the middle, and then for some reason put a chest on it, and a world design is like, what is the lore behind this chest? Does it make sense to put this item over here? And it feels like a trap. That's it. It feels like a trap, but why would someone put a trap here? The answer is no one put a trap here. It's just a chest on a stone. That is kind of my problem. Like, it's a chest on a stone. Like, the player's supposed to fall off here. Maybe it's supposed to teach the player a lesson in how to walk careful. Because there are two ways of getting here. First one is by going over these two logs. They honestly don't look very safe. They look like they would just break. And the other path is by jumping down here. But then sometimes when you jump down, your character's rolling, and there's no rolling off protection, and then you might end up in the water. What you can also do here, you're seeing this item over there. You can jump over there. And I hope I'm remembering my jump button, but yeah, I do. It's fairly easy to get over here and grab this item. And then you're going out of the system. Like, and this area looks quite nice, to be honest. Like, of course the graphics are a bit old, a bit dated, and the textures are repeating themselves, but I mean the idea is nice of having a cave system like this over here. I can appreciate that. And then this endless darkness. And of course they had to put a trap here, because what is going to happen is, first of all, there's this ogre walking very awkwardly, like facing a bit sidewards, and then this hollow that stands up behind you somewhere over there. That's supposed to ambush you. You're most likely not looking behind you. If there is an ogre in front of you, you're probably looking at the ogre that is most likely facing you, and then you're getting hit in the back. And it's like, is it supposed to be difficult or like extremely punishing, or have they done this for a purpose? And there's so many things like these in the game that it feels like they've just placed the enemy there to be punishing. And it feels honestly a bit lame, but it is what it is. So let's see what we have here. We are like in a, what's it called? Ravine? Is it called a ravine? Whatever. Like there's a river, there's a path here that we can clearly take. Over there's a bonfire, but then there are like hills all around us that we can't traverse. We see some kind of structure in front of us, overgrown with roots. And just a few basic enemies, and of course this ogre that we can completely ignore, to be honest. And of course we want to light the bonfire. I'm not going to rest at it, but we have the opportunity to, or we have the choice to do so. Here again, difficult encounter. Somewhat difficult, I mean they don't deal that much damage, but we got an archer and 2 hollows. I just remembered, I can't block. But honestly, these encounters down here aren't that difficult. You need to be patient, maybe kite some enemies. There's even a 4th one. And a 5th one. They're coming all from up there. They're definitely going a bit overboard with the enemy placements. Even though these are just the basic enemies, but how many basic enemies do you want to fight? And I'm pretty sure they're repeating this. Is this one standing up or is this one dead? I can't tell. Isn't there supposed to be one in here as well? I can't remember. But this whole place feels weird and it feels unnatural to me. It doesn't look... It doesn't look natural. You went through a stone tunnel opening a weird-ass gate that serves no purpose. For what I can tell. Feels out of place, to be honest. Then you're in this cave with the weirdest chest, and then all of a sudden there's this river, which looks quite nice. If this asset over here, like the river path, maybe with the cave, would have been in a different position, maybe as a side path or something, then it would be more believable, but this feels too forced, especially with the hills that you can't get to. And then it leads into this weird tree structure over here. It's a hollowed out tree. There are roots all over the place. There's a tree inside here, which looks very weird. A bunch of dead soldiers, but not talking about that. But what even is the structure? What was first here, the structure or the tree? Because this is all a tree down here. Like this hole with the ladder, all tree, or tree all around. Looks quite weird. And then of course we have a bunch of hollows here. A torch that serves no real purpose. Because why would you put a torch here? Like, this area is brightly lit. There's enough sunlight here. And of course, you're supposed to not see this dude that is throwing fire bombs at you. Throwing animation looks so strange. It just spawns in the air and has a weird flight path. But most of these items are quite useless. I don't know, it feels weird. I mean, it makes sense that all these zombies are on the ground. Right, they were stationed here, maybe they died here due to a fight. Who knows? And then all of a sudden they sense something moving other than the other zombies, and or they detect our soul. And like I like this aspect of them not just always wandering around, but instead lying on the ground. I quite like that. Then here we can jump over to that rock formation there. And it's very, very easy. We can jump very far here. Definitely due to the increased jump distance with the left stick. Because remember, I'm not sure if it was in it. I think it was in episode 1, where I said that when your jump is bound to your sprint button, then your jump isn't as far. You're no longer jumping as far as it is possible in this game. With the left stick, or with the alternative, in my opinion, better alternative, you're jumping way further. Oh, that killed him. How hard are these punches? But yeah, ladder combat. Quite the nice introduction. You can punch upwards, or you can kick. With the left trigger, it's kicking, and with the right trigger or button, it is punching upwards. And with, let's see, what are we doing with the left button? Oh, it's also kick, okay, never mind. Like, everything on the left, it's kick, everything on the right, it's punch upwards. This feels quite natural, it's just like... At least these are ruins, right? Like, they served a purpose once, but the purpose is lost. It doesn't really look like... Oh, holy shit, that's ugly over there. Don't look at that. Don't look at this empty space over there. Oh, more empty space. Ooh, that looks bad. Holy shit. Ooh. I mean, the far, far away landscape looks fine. Like these hills above the head of the character, or these mountains, they all look fine. But this in the front right here, holy shit, these 2D trees and then this ever-repeating texture. I mean, you could have hidden, or you could hide this by putting fog there, or I don't know. That is ugly. I don't think Dark Souls 1 had so ugly textures or so ugly areas. Maybe there were some, but not that many. I think they've paid more attention in Dark Souls 1. to the environmental detail than in this game. At least to the environment that you can't access. Because these mountains in the background, they look fine. They look like real pictures, like pictures of real mountains, to be honest. Might be real. Can't confirm that. Just a bit low res, and then you have and then you have these brown ass mountains over there that look like shit, to be honest. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, this game definitely has some graphical problems. But at least the shadow is working, sometimes. But yeah, let's continue through this mysterious designed level over here. This tower overgrown by roots. Then all of this is just root. Did they carve out this tunnel, or did it grow like this? That's quite weird. We got a room inside. Let's see what this area is. Of course, ambush over here. I mean, you could just check around the corner, but that doesn't feel good. You're just most likely just walking here. Maybe if you're shield raised, you see these two guys. And then there's another guy. 3-in-1 room is a bit... And then let's have a look at this room, because... Okay, we got candles up high. Giving a quite nice lighting. And then just boxes. Boxes, a shelf over here with pottery or with stuff that you use in a kitchen, honestly. Like mugs and kettles, and then there's a vase on top of it. Behind it is an item, wooden bowls. Why would you hide bowl? Why is there a corpse behind this shelf? More boxes in the way. Soldier around the corner in a seemingly nonsensical extra room part? Why didn't they continue with the tunnel here? Why is there a need for this area here? Why does it exist? Like, it looks like a part of a wall, and we'll shortly see what it is, but like the inside of a wall. Then here again you have these sides for seemingly no reason. The only reason I can think of is gameplay reasons, so you can hide behind them and observe, because there's an archer and then there's a dude that could drop down from behind you. But he's not dropping down, no, he's throwing firebombs again. Then of course they've stationed 2 dudes here. Then you want to kill this dude, and then you're getting shot from behind again, from this dude over here. But now we can see what this area really is, because it is indeed part of a bridge or wall or something. Like, what is this for? Where are... It's a fort. Okay, I get it, it's a fort. But where is the attacker coming from? Where is the attacker supposed to come from? Maybe these hills over there? Are they just dropping down there? Where? The layout of the land feels so weird. I mean, no, really, from where are you... From where are the attackers coming from? Because this is broken down, we possibly can't climb over here. That's impossible. We can't just squeeze through there. No, that's impossible. Sadly, again, like in Elden Ring, for example, we have no... Like, it feels like a nonsensical structure. How are you supposed to get here? There's a ladder? Why is there a ladder? Why isn't it a staircase, like here? Why not just put a staircase, like stairs from up there to down here? Isn't that much safer than a ladder? You can transport goods way better. Now you can't, like, how are you supposed to get your... Let's say you're being attacked from who knows where. Doesn't matter. Maybe from down there, doesn't make any sense, but from somewhere. And you need to transport goods from point A to point B. Maybe from point A, where the fight isn't happening, to point B, where the fight is happening. Don't you want to have a staircase at least to carry stuff like barrels or something? Much easier. It's really a weird design. Then we have there more towers, like a very small tower. Then whatever these buildings are. Feels very strange, very, very strange. Of course, another encounter with a fast enemy, because these are very fast. They can run at you. Oh, he's not really running at me. He's faster than he looks, believe me. Giving some items, some witching urns, which are magic damage dealing firebombs, which is quite nice. And oh man, this room. This looked so nice in their gameplay demo or whatever. But this this loom, right? This room looks quite nice, right? Like from an aesthetical standpoint, it looks really, really good. Like it looks like they've dedicated much more work to this room than to the rest of the area, or the area that we have seen so far. Honestly. Then here we have a merchant. And I like the design of this merchant with all her belongings on, well, strapped to her back in this quite nice looking whatever this is. Backpack. Weird thing is her hands are glowing. Or not glowing, but they have this blackish aura around them. And we see this later on some other enemies. And she's selling basic stuff. An armor set where the head has extra item discovery. A key. She actually got the key from the blacksmith. Let's buy it. And I guess here, with the 12,000 souls, the fragrant branch of yore, if you buy this, this is now your first opportunity where you're able to get rid of the statue and the things betwixt. Or you can open another path that we will see in some other episode. And some basic goods again. If you buy enough from her, she gives you, when you talk to her, a special ring that increases item discovery. Let's go this way first here. You can jump down here to this wooden platform. If you've seen the other videos or previous videos where, especially the Elden Ring series that I've made, I'm not a fan of these wooden structures on the side of your defenses. But maybe they've built this to repair something, maybe. Probably not, because how do you jam these horizontal things into the stone like here? It's jammed in there. It feels so weird. It feels so weird to see this. I mean, the level design itself is quite fun. Enemy placements, though, are are a bit all over the place. I think they've created too many fuck you encounters, I would call them. Like where the game devs just say, yeah, let's see how you deal with this very unfair situation. Like all the ambushes and stuff. Here we see a turtle knight. Such a weird design. I wonder if there is a real person behind there or if it's just a weird as mutant. Could be both, to be honest. Because you definitely need to be a superhuman to be able to wear that piece of armor. Especially with that big ass shell. And of course they made it so that he faces the other direction so that he can do this move. Which is quite nice. I like that part of the encounters, to be honest. Where he faces the opposite side and all of a sudden he ambushes you, even though it felt like the other way around, where you ambush him. And then this place, this is just... Huh? This is just a big ass question mark. What are these lizards doing here? What are they doing here? Like they could just put a big ass cannon here with a hollow behind it that shoots the cannon and it would make as much sense. This just feels out of place. But then, of course, there's a lizard that shoots fire, of course. We have to get a fire longsword here. Which is a pretty good weapon, so if you want to play this game, you can grab the weapon, you just wait here until the lizard shoots 3 times. Like, 1, 2, 3, then you run, open that door and go inside, and you won't get hit. Or roll inside after you open the door. Not a big deal, not a big problem. You don't want to go into that cave quite yet. Probably not from that side either way. I'm looking at the time. I have half an hour for this whole area now. I might divide this one into episodes. Because I like to talk about certain things quite extensively. Well, let's continue. At least we're in this tower now. Let's see what it's called. Something Cardinal's Tower or something? Is it called that? Cardinal Tower, yes. We have the Forest of Fallen Giants, the Crestfallen's Retreat, and then the Cardinal Tower. Let's go upstairs. Oh, let's grab a torch. It's going to be dark. Let's grab one. Using it. And honestly, this mechanic, I like the torch mechanic. It's so much fun. Well, at least I mean, fun is relative, right? It's like... But I think this is such a good idea, and I really like that they made a functioning shadow. Unlike Elden Ring, where they don't have a shadow. Where you don't cast a shadow like this. This the door can't be opened. But it looks quite fragile, so you can just smash it to pieces. Then get the crystal lizard. And oh boy, this room. This room. Can you see what's strange about this very dark room? Let's play a game. I show you this image. You know, there's the door, there's another door. I show you this image. What is wrong with this room? Write it down into the comments right now. Pause the video, write down in the comments. before I'm saying it. What is wrong with this room? There might be a few more things wrong with it, but I'm searching for something specific. Okay, you got enough time. That doesn't fit. Does it? That doesn't fit. Why would you put that shit in here? That might not fit. That doesn't fit. Not even sideways. It doesn't look like it would fit anyways. Why are there so many boxes in here? Why are there so many barrels in here? Why do they all look the same? Why is nothing open? Why is nothing sticking out of them? Why are there just barrels and boxes? And chairs. Chairs, tables, sorry. Holy shit. I'm tired. Same bookshelves as before, or shelves in general, not bookshelves, but... or cupboards, whatever. Weird room. And then we got this other empty room that is completely empty. I guess there's a hole in here, but... oh, it's not completely empty, sorry. There's one chest in this room. One. And of course another ambush. Because if you didn't see that corpse down there, or that seemingly dead body here, oh, a chest. Let me grab that. And of course, we all know they made this room so you can jump on this one root and grab this item, the Divine Blessing. That's the only reason why this room up there exists. So you can grab this one thing. This hole. Is it a natural hole? Did they purposefully dug out this hole so they can stuck in a ladder? Or did this get damaged by something? Who knows? And then we're in this weird ass structure. Missing safety features. You can easily just fall down here. There's no railing. Nothing to hold on to. Then why is there so much fire down there? Because of the lizards, of course, but why are the lizards down there? Who put them there? Is it a defense mechanism? Why is there the biggest gate? We were outside of there, like, we just walked around there just a few minutes ago. But what is this? There's a biggest gate. Okay, you could walk in here. Or at some point you could walk in here. And then what? Then you have the elevator in your way. Nothing leads up here. Like what? There's a chest down there, so okay. What is this room's purpose? This room down here. Up here, of course, walkways to get from point A to point B. Locked door. But what is the purpose of this room down there? Just to house fire lizard? Maybe it's like a zoo. It's like a zoo for them. They've built this big ass gate there to get them in here, and then they just keep them as pets, I guess. Nah, I don't know. There's no real reason. Feels like a weird level design. Of course an item. Oh, he stands up again. Ah. By now you should know that when there's someone lying around, you want to hit them first. This ambush tactic is no longer effective. And I forgot something. I want to grab a torch. By the way, how much torch time do I have? Why does it even say that? I can't remember. Play info? Where does it say the torch timer? Oh no, there it is, 2 minutes, right. Just in my face, couldn't see it. So I want to grab this torch, because down there is actually a torch that I want to light. Man, I have time pressure. No, wrong side. Okay, I guess let's do... Let's kill this one first. Let's see, does it make sense here? Yeah, we get this room. This weird ass room, to be honest. And then there is... No, this is... Let's see. It's a hole in the wall. See, the ground is here. This is ground level. Or floor level. There are actually stones here, like man-made stones. Then there's the rubble. The rubble extends to this position, so that means there was no door in there. There was no door here. This is a hole in the wall. This doesn't look intentional. Then why do we have a staircase here? Why isn't just... Or am I wrong? Do you see how there is no room for a door here? I mean, there is room for a door, sure, but then the door would have been elevated slightly. Because down there, where it's all green, it's elevated. And even more elevated. Like... And where there's roots that we can luckily walk on top of. And then this whole area that is very, very weird. Let's explore this area here. Let's jump down this path and let's see what all of this is. So this looks like part of a tower. Could easily be a tower. Then there was a walkway there, okay. Again, the wooden walkway into that tunnel entrance. And then, let's just jump down here. Where's this leading to? Straight forward once, maybe? Or maybe a ramp here? Could have been a ramp. I have to jump down now. And is this a moat? Or is this just water? It's just rainwater that got collected here. There's seemingly no entrance to this building, no windows to this building that I'm standing. This is a rooftop, by the way, so there might be something inside here. Where's the entrance to that? It doesn't look good for Dark Souls 2 right now. This area totally makes no sense at all. Even less sense than the Elden Ring buildings or castles, forts, whatever. Because at least they had some working or some functional areas, but this looks just like a mess. It just looks like a level in a video game. It doesn't look realistic at all. Why is there a building on this island, and why again this weirdest ambush? Looks very, very weird. Of course, everything got destroyed here, but still. Okay, we had access to this building, or we can get access to this building by opening this gate that we clearly can't open. And we will never be able to open this, but technically you could probably get rid of this blockade here to get access to this building. But is this building so important? Because this part here looks like just that it has been built to traverse the rubbles. Or maybe this is to reconstruct the building. That could be the case. Because as we will see at some point, when we have a look at the memories, then we can see how this place looks during the invasion, or looked during the invasion. Let's just jump over here, get access to this area. Then first of all, access to this tunnel over here. And oh boy, perfectly round boulder. Who put the boulder there, by the way? Actually, that's a pretty good question, because you will see in a short time. There's a hole here. No reason at all, I guess. To let the boulder fin, or maybe. Who built this hole? No one knows. Who dug this hole? But then we have him. And he's searching for something. So how did he get behind this boulder? Because it's an actual NPC that we can talk to, so he's still sane. My best guess would be that he somehow entered from the other side, and then these rocks fell down and he can't go back there. At least that would explain his searching animation here, whatever he's doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming.
What, daydreaming?
My name is Kale. I'm a traveler like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
Okay.
Why cartography, you ask?
No, I don't.
Well, that's a good question. When I first came into this forsaken land, it was a curse? Something about a curse?
Yes.
How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus.
It looked like you've lost your marbles.
I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps.
Okay, that's fine.
I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic.
True, true.
Have you seen Majula?
Yes.
Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
Ooh, okay, yeah. That's fine.
Inside the mansion, I found a strange map.
Great, you don't need to make a map anymore.
I believe that it's a map of Drangleic.
And what else?
Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes.
I see.
Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom.
For the map in the basement or what?
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
Then what? I don't seem to recall.
It doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter.
Were you looking for that map?
Honestly, no.
Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
No, I don't care.
Shame on you.
What?
You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion.
I don't care about maps.
There's a kindred spirit out here.
There's no kindred spirit out here. But thanks for the key anyways. What is he doing? Like, is he making his own map in the dirt or what? Is he searching for something? Maybe. Weird animation. Oh, I'm getting tired. Ooh, a bit late right now. What a weird tower. Or part of a wall. Because we're dropping down here. What is this? At least put a staircase there. And then this wall part leads to nowhere. There's no door in here. Put a door in there. How am I supposed to get up here? There's no door. Back to the rooftop of the room that doesn't exist. Let's just loop around and then... Right, this part over here. Do I have fire bombs? I do in fact have one. That's good. I need that one. Maybe. Because as you can see, there are a bunch of dark barrels here. These are full of gunpowder, and as you know, look, gunpowder, black powder coming out of there. And as you know, okay, yeah, they make boom. Even if something hits it, that doesn't necessarily deals fire damage. I guess his mace could create a spark or something. It's far-fetched, but that's fine. See, I can't do this with my... Is it steel? Kinda looks like... Oops, sorry. Looks like darker steel. And of course we have this clown over there that honestly can't hit shit with his fire bombs. Oh, can't hit shit. Are you trying to anticipate where I'm going? No? Where is a little bit awkward. I need to talk about this next episode. About their turning when you try to walk around them. Let's try... Oh, almost. Come on, blow up these barrels. Or do I need to do this? Almost. Come on. Huh? Come on. Come on. Oh. What have you done? Ah, this dude is not working. Oh. Nope. Let me just do it myself then. Let's put the firebomb in here somewhere. Maybe don't you? No? Come on, one more try. Ah, lazy. No, that's not. There we go. And the door is open. A newly made shortcut. And honestly, this is a pretty good way to create a shortcut. I like this one. As much as the level design confuses me, or the world design, the level world design confuses me with all these seemingly nonsensical parts of the wall and stuff. Lack of staircases, lack of doors, lack of common sense. Maybe it serves a purpose, but I couldn't figure it out. At least they've built something that is quite intuitive. You're not just opening a door that can't be opened from the side, or you're not just finding a key to open the door that was previously locked. Oh, you just blow up the wall. That's a good idea. Honestly, that's a pretty good idea. They should have done more of that. But yeah, this is where I'm stopping this episode, because I've technically 10 minutes left for this area, but there's no way that I can cover 2 bosses and the rest of the level in 1 episode. No way. And I'm kind of afraid that I'm gauging this wrong. maybe, just maybe, let's keep looking. Let's go up here. Right, let's go up here. That's the final thing that I'm doing. Because this area up here is special. First of all, what is this area supposed to be? But second of all, what is that? What is happening here? It is the Pursuer again. This is probably the first time that the player encounters the Pursuer. At least in this area, the first one that we've encountered and the things betwixt. You don't have a fragrant branch of fuel for that fight. And this one is much easier. But yeah, this is where we encounter the Pursuer the first time. And here we can have a better look at him. Now let's talk about him. Because his armor is quite impressive. Looks quite nice, right? But it also looks weird. And I will address the armor set when we... Will I address the armor set? Maybe. But as you can, if you have a look at his bag, you can see a roll or a quiver-like thing with a bunch of weapons inside, and he's collecting weapons seemingly. And also, I guess, the souls or the humanity of the people that he's killing. Because do you want to do your stab attack? Want to do your stab? Come on, do your stab, please. Try to stab me with your sword. Come on. He doesn't want to stab me. Oh well. When he's trying to stab the player with his sword, the sword starts to glow blue, and if it connects, or sometimes doesn't connect but still connects, then you will impale the player, this one here, and steal a little bit of humanity. Or he curses the player. Let's just pick up these items here, and I'm not going to kill him here, because you could kill him here, or could leave. He will leave as well. And he's gone. He won't come back over here. But now we unlocked his boss arena, so to speak, in this area. Like we just got a sneak peek of the Pursuer. In this area, at least. Because his name says it all. He's the Pursuer. He will appear more often, or maybe multiple Pursuers. Who knows? Maybe there's just one, maybe there are multiple. But yeah, this area looks weird. There's a tower here. Same problem as in Elden Ring. Look at the chronolations. I will address this in the next episode as well, but look at the chronolations. There are these bumps, right? The high part of the wall, the low part of the wall. Then there is a high part of the wall, and then there's a low part of the wall. And the high parts are there, so you can hide behind it. The low parts are to throw stuff, to shoot arrows, and to do whatever. Right? At the low parts you can engage the enemy with ranged things, and at the high parts you can hide behind to reload, to take your whatever, take a breath, take a breather, whatever, take cover. But then you can also create chronolations, or you can also create a wall with arrow slits inside. You can basically do the same thing. You can engage the enemy at a range, you can shoot arrows out of it, depending on how big the arrow slit is. I mean, they're called arrow slit for a reason, to shoot arrows out of. But depending on how big these crenellations are, or how much space there is to take cover behind, it is practical or it's impractical. And this almost looks impractical, because yes, you can have both. You can have a slot in your cover to shoot out of, because you might use these parts, the lower parts, to throw stuff at the enemy, to drop something on the enemy from above, like hot stuff, for example, hot kettle full of, I don't know, like hot water, or what is it called, pitch? Might be the case. You can't just drop that through this small gap, but you might want to have a bit more room to hide behind than this small thing. Might be a bit dangerous otherwise. I can see the tower over here with the tree growing out of it and these 2D birds flying around. Looks quite nice. Let's go back to the bonfire room, and this is where I will end the episode now. I hope you had fun. I certainly had fun dissecting this area and pointing out the faults and the good things, like this breakable wall over here. Quite unique. And that's it from me. Goodbye.